Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Wong and Amor Magic's Puzzlement Deck. What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look around the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you are new here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much for that. Now, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I would love that. It's at Tyler Lunsford Magic. There you can participate in polls, gets you some input for the channel, get some sneak peeks, giveaways, all sorts of cool things on there. So definitely check me out on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you learned stuff about the Puzzlement Deck. So, without further ado, let's get right into it right now. One more thing before this video does get started, I do want to say this product was sent to me by Abstract Effects to be reviewed, but they actually don't sell this product on their website. They're not a full retailer of magic, which means they only sell their own stuff, so you know that you're truly getting an unbiased review right now when you watch this video, because they don't even sell this product. They're helping me out with the channel, helping me buy some more magic so that way I can do these reviews for you guys and put out more reviews for you guys. So thanks so much to Abstract Effects for helping me out, and hopefully you get something out of this video as well. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. First off, you need to know what actually is the Puzzlement Deck. One of the most powerful magic tricks you can do is one where you don't do any magic at all. Having the spectator perform the magic is a true miracle that no audience will ever forget. With the Puzzlement Deck, you can take that idea to incredible new heights. While the possibilities of the Puzzlement Deck are truly limited by your own creativity, you'll receive 4 amazing routines to help you get started. The 4 routines are Double Acon, Impossible Coincidence, The Woodpecker, and Do As I Do. With Double Acon, this effect involves 3 members of the audience in 3 different ways, as the magician uses one person to help find the other people's selected cards within a deck of cards. Impossible Coincidence. This routine combines a classic double coincidence routine with an Acon style effect to create an astonishing moment of pure magic, where the spectator does all the work themselves. Do As I Do. The cleanest Do As I Do you've ever seen. It's funny, entertaining, and more practical than ever. And my personal favorite, The Woodpecker. You transfer your amazing sleight of hand and memory skills to your spectator, allowing them to reach in and grab a chosen card from a deck of cards being dribbled to the table. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. Well, you'll be receiving a tutorial video that's about 51 minutes long, and on there you'll learn the 4 routines taught by Wong himself. You'll also get the deck of cards that comes in a box that says Empire Keeper, Dragon cards on there with a dragon back design that I will show later in this video. Now that you know what the Puzzlement Deck is and you know what you'll be receiving, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? The 4 routines taught on this vary in difficulty. They range anywhere from barely any sleight of hand, so being really easy, to being slightly over intermediate. It just depends on which routine you're doing. I will say the hardest routine for me personally is the Double Acon, because it involves using a perfect Pharaoh shuffle, which is something that I do not have perfectly down. How are the angles with the Puzzlement Deck? The angles are pretty good. It really just depends on which routine you're doing, but for the most part you can get away with having people mostly all around you and probably even behind you for some of the routines. Is there a DIY when it comes to the Puzzlement Deck? No, there's nothing that you have to do when it comes to this deck. You don't have to rough and smooth any cards or anything like that, which I'm going to go ahead and say there's no rough and smooth involved in this, but I'm just letting you know. You don't have to do any type of DIY construction to your deck. It comes ready-made right out of the pack. Is the Puzzlement Deck examinable? No, but yes, kind of. What I mean by that is that you can actually hand this deck out to people, but the way you do it is by having, multiple people. So like, hey, you want to shuffle this part of the cards for me? Thank you, cool. You want to shuffle the deck too? Cool. So you have 2 people separately shuffling 2 different piles. They can examine it that way, and by examine it, I mean just shuffle them. Now, as far as looking through all the cards and, inspecting the whole deck, no, they cannot, look at these different piles and start playing with the cards. No, none of that. But actually just shuffling the deck, and the way that you tell them, be confident and make sure you explain to them what you want to do. They can handle it that way. But as far as really thoroughly examining the whole deck and looking through all the cards, no, they cannot do that. Are there any negatives about the Puzzlement Deck? Yes, there are a few. One, the Puzzlement Deck itself. What I mean by that is this deck is really cool with the things you can do with it, but it's not that new. There's not really much that's been done to this. It's really very similar. You can make one of these at home just using a couple gimmick decks that you probably have lying around. You can make one of these at your house. Here's the back design. This is one of my main problems with it. The back design is cool, but it looks like something I'd find in a magic kit. Like, it just looks foreign compared to a deck of bicycle cards. And I don't mean like, oh, it looks like it was made in China or Taiwan or whatever, so it looks bad. I just mean it looks it looks odd. Like, it looks out of place compared to a bicycle deck. It really does look like something you get in a Magic kit. That's what it looks like. Now, I will say that the cards are incredibly cleverly marked. There we go. Wow, that was a tongue twister. They are incredibly cleverly marked. Now, the markings are really cool, but why don't you just spend a little bit of money? Don't put it into the packaging, or still have cool packaging, but not, figure out a way to make this packaging cost less, get something smaller. It doesn't have to be this elaborate. I mean, I love good packaging, or even just shell out the few extra dollars that it would have cost to have gotten this made by USPCC, the United States Playing Card Company, in like made and back or something. It would have looked so much better, would have handled a lot better, and there's just a lot of cool things that they could have done with this if it was in a bicycle rider back design. And by cool things, I just mean it would have fit in with everything you already use, because I'm assuming you probably use bicycle rider back because that's what most gimmick decks come in. I really wish it would have come in that. They handle okay, but like not anything compared to a bicycle deck. And on the side it says Magic Finish. Don't know if people would question it, but it's like, why even put it on there? Don't give people any suspicion. Also at the bottom of the box it says Deck of Puzzlement by N, and then it says some other things, and it says Amor Magic presents. So we got the word magic on here more. Then it says it was made by the 808 Magic Card Company in Taiwan. This screams gaff deck. Not that you're gonna let people examine your box, but like if you just have this in a normal standard bicycle box with standard, bicycle maiden back design, why not? Like, why not? Come on. I would have loved that. Would have made this so much better. But you can make your own using a couple of gimmick decks at home, but like, come on. Another thing is that I did mention you can make this deck at home using a couple gimmick decks that you have lying around. You can. And what I wish is that there was an option to do like a downloadable version of this where it's like $20 and you can learn these routines, or $25, I don't know, something like that. But you get to make your own deck at home in your own custom, bicycle back design. And by custom, I just mean different from this. It would have looked so much better and could have been so much cooler if they would have put it in a bicycle design. I'm going to quit rambling about it, but it could have been a download, like optional download. They teach you how to make your own Puzzlement deck at home, things like that. It just would have been great. I think that would have been something really cool to add. Another negative is that I had to read this tutorial video. I had to read and watch it. I couldn't just watch it and listen to what he's saying because he's not speaking in English. I mean, it's so easy to just go on like Fiverr or just some other website, just pay someone $50 to like voice over this video in English. Would have been perfect. Would have made it so much better, because when you're trying to watch someone do a certain move or handle the cards a certain way, I can't do that and read at the bottom of the screen at the same time and really get the full effect of both of them. So maybe it's just me, and I kept getting distracted because I'm trying to read, I'm also trying to watch. It was a little confusing. So it was something that I think they should improve on. Like, it's to the point where I very much considered redoing this tutorial video and just voice overing it and just being like, hey, if you proof of purchase, send it to me, I'll send you the tutorial video if you bought it, like with me voicing it over. I came very close to doing that because that's how fed up I was with just trying to read and watch at the same time with doing things with a deck. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Do you get irritated by subtitles for videos that are 50 minutes long? Yeah. I don't know, comment down below. Let me know, please. Please don't tell me it's only me. What are the positives about the Puzzlement deck? One thing that I love about this is that while this is pretty much a basic deck in Magic that has a couple different things done to it, but at its core, it's a deck that you have lying around. You definitely have one of these. You've been in Magic for a while. It's probably one of the first gimmick decks you got. These are really cool routines. Now, I mean that. Like, I never thought about using this certain deck for these types of routines. So I absolutely love the routines. That's a major positive to this. And honestly, it pretty much makes the price point worth it to an extent. The routines itself. That's how cool they are. And I will be using them next time I use a deck, because I'm probably going to make my own. So next time I use a deck like the Puzzlement deck that I'm going to make my own in bicycle design, I really want to do these routines when I get out back, in the public, or even just to my friends. These are really cool. They're great routines. What does this retail as? Well, this currently retails as $40 US, and is that a fair price? I struggle with the price because the deck's not worth $40, but the routines come close to making it worth $40. So I really do love these routines. They're great. If they would have made this deck in bicycle, like maiden back, because you can't really adjust back designs with the rider back ones, I think this would have been worth $40, definitely. The routines plus the deck, absolutely. But it's not. The deck's not the best quality. Wish it was something more familiar, things like that. But the routines are just really good, so I don't even know what to give it when it comes to scoring. Like for the price, I guess $35, $30. Since it's this deck, probably like $30, I guess. But if they would just made a download, it was like 20, $25. Just taught the routines and taught you how to make your own Puzzlement deck. Oh, that would have been really cool. What would I give this out of 10? I'm going to give this an 8.4 out of 10. The reason it's getting that score is because these routines really do bring it up and give it a solid score, but the deck itself and things like that deserve to get some points docked off of it, but in the tutorial video that I mentioned earlier. But overall, a really cool project because of the routines involved with it, so I think it does deserve a good score because of the really cool routines. I keep stressing the routines, but they're good. They're good. They're really good. Thank you so much for watching this review all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it, and if you feel that the Puzzlement deck is for you, the link for it is in the description down below. Also in the description is a link to my Instagram page. There you can follow me on Instagram at TylerLunsforMagic. There I post also behind the scenes, Q&As, sneak peeks, and you can participate in polls. That's right. I want you guys' input. I want everyone that watches my videos, I want their input. I want to know how to make the channel better, how do I make the videos better, how do I give you more content that you want, and I post things like that on my Instagram that you get to participate in. So thank you so much for being here, and also if you want to support the channel, that'd mean the world to me as well. TylerLunsford.com. Check out the site. I really would appreciate it, and I'd also love it if you became a member on Patreon. There you can get some cool membership benefits, including monthly Zoom calls, and even more benefits that are coming in the near future. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'm going to thank Abstract Effects for sending me this product. Remember, they don't sell this product, but they sent it to me because they helped me out with the channel, and I really appreciate them. So definitely go give them a follow on Instagram or check out their website. They put out some awesome magic. So without further ado, now I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you got something out of it. Comment down below what you thought of this trick, and hopefully I'll see you in another review that I post sometime soon. See ya!